Jim, there are a few things that we are unable to do for you on the Beast at this time. We'll be able to tackle those in the near future. Let me explain what's gone on. All right, we have seam failure on this boat, so my initial plan was to apply interior sealant treatment and then come back with exterior sealant at each seam. I could not get any of the black sealant shipped in time. I tried to find it everywhere around here, nobody had it. We'll be able to take care of it for you soon. All right, what I did do is pulled the D-ring back, placed a patch over the seam right here. That's not gonna resolve the seam failure, but it did resolve the one particular fast leak that was right here for now. Normally we don't place patches over seams, but because this boat's seams are failing, last thing we want to do is start ripping those up. Okay, we are in the process of cleaning the adhesive off of the patches, so please don't mind this. Leaking DIY patch here, leaking DIY patch here. Oops. On the bottom of the boat, we did see leaks at some slices in this area, but the biggie was, you're not going to be able to see it, underneath was an actual hole, and it had busted out, so scrim was everywhere, and the scrim was wet, so we had to dry that out first before putting everything back together. When we did, and I placed I think 8 by 11 or something like that patch down here first, and placed whatever 4 by 4 up here, came back and inspected today, and leaks had opened up near those at worn areas. So we've gone back and placed larger patches. Then, thinking we're doing the final inspection on this chamber, we see a leak just at the rub rail. Okay, there's nothing to patch to there. However, I did manage to get something down in that area, which then also helped to have something for the rub rail to reattach to. But because of the fact that we cannot pump this boat up to spec pressure now, I've gone and put exterior sealant around there just to protect that from wanting to slough off until it has a chance to cure. Again, you wanted us to mess around with all of this back here, but we cannot pump the boat to spec pressure. This was major, major, major work on this boat, and it needs time to cure. So we can't handle that for you yet. Okay, the biggie, though, was with this chamber. You know, from our initial inspection video, we had some leaks where the rub rail was detached here, and we had some fast leaks right under here. So during the process of taking measurements for those patches and just checking everything over, I had the tube deflated, and I saw that horrendous DIY with PVC patches on an otherwise beautiful Hypalon boat. That was a mess. It was disguising a slice that required an inside patch and a hole that required an inside patch. So that threw our schedule completely out of whack, made a very long night for me. This was the last DIY I'm gonna do for you guys, okay? So if you need a temporary safe repair, call me and I'll be happy to walk you through one. Please don't do that kind of stuff to this boat again. All right, so underneath here, and you're not gonna be able to see all this right now, we have 2 inside patches, I believe 5 outside patches for all of those issues. We've come back and found, after this patch was placed last night, we found another leak just at the detached rub rail at the top. So this is the same situation as on the port side where there was nothing left to patch to. I did manage to get something down, and then we've gone back and sealed that up, make sure that because this tube definitely can't be pumped to spec pressure, that the weight of the rub rail doesn't want to pull away until that has a chance to cure. Okay, it's going to be about a week before we can get any moisture near my inside patches. That's why we cannot do interior sealant in this chamber. So back to my news about getting this to you soon. I have a solution. It'll be handled. As soon as I give the go-ahead that we can do this and we have all the supplies ready, we'll go ahead and finish up for you. In the meantime, please stay away from adhesive, PVC fabric, PVC adhesive, whatever else it is that you guys are doing over there. If you have a minor leak, let me know. We'll walk you through something safe. That's it for the Beast.